Ta-da! Can you hear me now? I'm assuming you can. I'm gonna wait for the chat to let me know. Woo! Cool. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. I thought I fixed that. For another project that I'm working on, I had to tweak my settings for the outputting to different audio channels, and apparently I forgot to check one box when I was setting it back to stream mode before we got started. Sorry. So you got that nice mime intro, so let's do it again. Rewind. What up, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Live number 102, our penultimate stream in our Connecting the Alphabet series. Tonight we are doing letter Y, next we will be doing the letter Z, and then we are finished. I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time it is for you, and there you go. There is the intro that you missed out on because I didn't have my settings correctly. What's going on, Oda Sweeney? What up, Jose? What's going on, Marilyn? Nice to see you guys. Hello, Olivia. What up, Skeet? Nice to see everybody. You can see we're going back to, we have ivory paper today. We've been doing black with white ink for so long. It's been a very long time, actually, since I dipped my nib into some black ink. So we're doing a black ink night tonight. We're gonna get some nice hairlines, because I feel like it's been a while. Let's dive in, shall we? Getting warmed up a little bit. Music, another new playlist today. We'll see, it should be a little less intense compared to last week, but we will see. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I mean, Moon Palace is, I'm not a huge Sumi fan, but when I do use Sumi, if it's not stick ink or something like that, Moon Palace is my go-to liquid Sumi ink. So that's good. I'm glad to hear you found some and you got some and you're all set up.
Every second feels like it's the end. All my life I try to be a friend. Anxiety's up, I feel my body ache, and I can shake the mud around my name. Second guessing choices that I made. Can give myself the love that I've been craving. What do you know?
Get the arm movement. Why is my desk? Is there something sticky under here? Is that sticky or is... No. Something is sticking to the bottom of my paper, making it difficult to move across the desk nice and easily. I ate at this desk today, so there's... and yesterday, so there's a possibility that I don't know, spilt some sauce or something on my desk. Doesn't look like it, though. Some indirect ovals. Oh, we got nice hairlines.
Don't know how, don't know why. Speak to
I am using McCaffrey's Iron Gall ink today.
time. Cannot take on this world alone. Give me a sign. I just wanna feel you right beside me. I've been slipping more than I've been climbing. Hit me with a mighty perfect timing. Can't you see how much that I've been trying?
Hello, Mom. Good evening to you.
Who do you know about me? You pray for
Ooh,
my
it's a very fat bee. Fat bee.
you pray that I fall and I did. Where do you know?
Alright, what are we connecting today? The letter Y. A descender stroke. Descenders, I feel like, are usually pretty easy in the connecting world, so we should be able to get a little creative, maybe, today. I'm hoping. Just a nice Y. Is the camera too far away today? You guys let me know. Do we need to zoom in a little bit more, or are we okay? I will let you guys decide. Oh, that's not a pretty shade. It's perfect? Alright, good to know. Also, something on the TV. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is my work in progress flourish of my crazy detailed iamphith design that is modeled after Zahner's Zahnarian flourished design, one of the most flourished things I've ever seen, one of the most flourished capital superscripted letters I've ever seen. It's a challenge. Figured I'd test out getting that on the TV because I was doing that for my for the Unlocking the Oval class. I had something up there, so now we got something for the stream too. What's going on here? My computer is... Apparently YouTube is having trouble with my stream today. Is the stream glitchy? Or is it okay? I have a new thing open to sort of track the activity on the stream, and I don't know if that's going to affect the stream. It shouldn't, but if it does, I will turn it off. Whoa, I've never done an infinity... Oh yeah, I have. I like that this sort of creates this implied oval here and this implied oval over here. Fun. Okay, let's dive into it. Smooth for you, okay, good. That's all I needed to know. Let's start with YA, yeah. First thing that comes to my mind, something like this. This music's very epic. Whoa, kept that shit going way too long. Something like that. We could also do something like this. I guess we could keep that below the baseline as well if we wanted to. Like so. That creates that shape, which I'm not a huge fan of. If I looped around one more time, I feel like I could get rid of that. If I did something like this. Kept that shade going too long again. It's a theme so far. But multiple ideas of that. What else can we do here? Can we do a horizontal entry oval? Don't see why not. Ooh, that's quite busy though. Maybe not. Okay, what if we did something like this? Hey, Hody, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Whoa. That Y was not performance. I wonder if I can get... If I drop the A below the baseline, can I tuck the Y in there? So it sits above? Working on two baselines like Mataraz's signature. Hello, Rose. Long time no see, I feel like. Alright, let's try that one again. I want to see if I can do that all in one. But maybe not. Maybe this should just go and be the cross. That could just go and just cross the A, maybe. And then we'll do that last stroke on its own. That probably makes more sense. I think. I guess the A gets crossed twice if I do it that way. So that crossing is really not necessary. So maybe our Y just ends. Let's see how that looks. Or the Y has to go way over here? We'll just end the Y. No oval on the end. Because that's a little too busy. Something like so. That works. What else can we do? I don't think I'm gonna like this one, but let's try. Whoops. A. Right, we're making a capital A. Not bad. Thank you, Jose. This music's chilling. It's groovy today. Alright, what else can we do? Let's get creative. Well, maybe that's good. Let's move on to the capital B, I guess. That's some good A options. Ooh, Christmas mail. I need to do that as well. One of these days. Alright, YB. Wubba, yubba, yubba. Something like that. It's nice and simple. Could also do something like this, I guess. Kind of different, which I like. A little loop that could also be a hard stop if we wanted it to be. Could that also compound curve? I guess it could, but our upstroke will get quite close to our stem, which is dangerous. We could do just a compound curve, I think. We could also... We can do the same thing we did with the A. It's a fun little connection. Just making sure, gotta be careful, I got two shades going there. Gotta drop that Y shade lower and finish that B shade a little sooner. Have I gotten your Christmas card? Oh, it might be in my mailbox. I haven't checked my mailbox in a couple weeks. I'll check my mail tomorrow. Okay, what else can we do here? Can we extend that exit stroke on the B longer so we can do the B first? Maybe? Then go straight into the Y? Like that? Not sure I like that long oval. It works. No envelopes? What are you gonna, like, postcards? What are you gonna send? I don't think it's weird. I don't think anything you send to anybody is weird. People should just be happy to get something. Christmas postcards, I feel like, can be as nice to receive as a Christmas card, an envelope. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. If I do my Y and end at my downstroke on the baseline, if I end there, and if I do my B, if I'm careful, and finish my stem of my B right there, maybe easier said than done, but let's try. Kinda looks like that's a compound curve that goes straight into the shade. That's the idea. Anyways. Something like so. That's kinda neat. We could get this over to the right a little more so that looks a little more like a compound curve. You could make that little illusion. And the stem would be nice. What else can we do for YB? Maybe we should move to YC, because that's... Unless I can think of something clever. Oh, what if I do my Y like so? Okay, how do I gotta do this? If I start way over here, yeah, do this entry oval backwards. This is the stem. Oh, I made them too close together. Let me try that again. And that turns into the stem of the B. Messy execution, but that idea works, I think. Yeah, you don't need an envelope. I don't think. If you don't want to write in an envelope, send a postcard. It's just nice to get stuff in the mail, regardless of what it is. Oh, you know what? We can get really complicated with this now that I think about it. Okay, if I do the first stroke of the Y, my brain is getting playful here. If I do the first stroke of the Y, you think, watch what you eat. Too close together again, darn it. Where does that Y downstroke have to go to? I want it on the outside? No, I want it on the inside. Just to make that a little bigger. Right? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Sumi does have a nice smell to it. That is correct. Okay, now if I do the stem of the B, now in theory, I should be able to go from the Y right into the ending of the B. In theory, my spacing's a little messed up here, but... Ugh. That was bad execution, but that's the idea. If this comes down, oops, up there, this has to be lower. Ideally, this is gonna go here and cut through sooner. Cut through and then go down here. That's that idea. This will be smoother. This goes down, loops inside here, then goes up, gives you the first line, which is threaded by this little line. Then we have our shade and exit stroke. Challenge. I like the smell of my iron ball. I like the way McCaffrey smells. It's not like an amazing smell, but it's definitely, it smells like McCaffrey's. Like I know that that's what I'm using when I use it. I like the smell of it. Didn't go low enough again. Messy, but that's the idea. What is going on? We have a different bot in here now. We didn't have the other one. We haven't had the other ones in a long time. I successfully got rid of them. But these ones are using different words. And only one of their messages got flagged by my thing, which is weird. But. Alright, what else do we got? Let's go to YC. That's quite a few YBs. YC. Yuck. This one, the compound curve idea, should work. To keep it nice and simple, we can have like so. I feel like my shades are coming out really. My nib is not flexing smoothly. It's my fault, but I feel like it's resisting. Something like that works. Could also do that little loop if we wanted to, I think. It's unnecessary for the C, but we could add it. We wanted that, but that gives a little... It works. It's an idea. I'm not sure yet what my next stream is going to be after the Connected Alphabet series. Maybe another longer form writing one, similar to when we did Red Riding Hood. Or I do like the idea, we've talked about it in the past, about doing a chat choose your own adventure. So I'll just get sentences, I'll write one, and then people in the chat could write the next one when I look at the chat. And I'll write the next one, and it'll be like a once upon a time, there was a blah blah blah, and we'll just create a story. You guys will create a story, and I'll just write it down. Basically. Something like that I feel like could be pretty fun. Okay, we could do something like this. Go from this entry stroke backwards. Something like that. Yeah, that would be fun. I would definitely post about it because I would like to have lots of people in the chat, more people giving suggestions and lots. Not that having a few people wouldn't make a good story, but it's just fun to have lots of people suggesting random things, and then we just sort of create a lengthy story. Maybe. Might work, might be horrible, who knows? But it would be fun, I think. also come around that way, so our compound curve isn't quite as vertical. Go horizontally more. Decent idea. YC. Can we start with the Y or with the C? I mean, I guess we can if we do. Something like that. Not the nicest execution there, but. We could do our Y, we could end it and do a large compound curve to get a large entry oval into the C like that. I think. Too far apart, but that's the idea. All that's popping in my head is different variations of a Y and a C, but the connections are all the same. I quite like that first one we did. It's very simple and nice. What if we did something like this? I can feel the water on my face. The things that you said to me, they will grow inside, they make believe. Overcomplicated. Nope, I like that Y, but that's not a nice C connection. It works, but too much. We could do a batwing if we wanted off of that Y, if we wanted to get super artistic. Something like that. Do a weird YC like so. Alright, let's go to YD. You do. YD. Initial thought. Something like that. Anytime I say initial thought, that means I'm not thinking and just letting my hand do whatever it wants to see what comes out first naturally. And that's what happens first. I do like having something on top of the D, but it's not required. Not sure I like this little loop on the end, but that could just be an indirect oval starting the Y. Doesn't change the connection at all. ID. messy right there. So let's simplify that idea. I went to make a C again. We'd want to make a D like that. Okay. That happens. I'll use that as my excuse. Every time I write the capital D, I forget how to write the capital D. Something like so would work. YD. You know what I ask? Why D? Why the capital D? Why do we have to do the capital D? Why? I like that little cross that's made there. Inside that shape. Unintentional. Oh, we could do a little... We can also do that simple variation we did just like the C. We did something like this. Something like that could work. Where's Lurker James today? I wanted to call him out because he got tagged by Iambic today. He's famous, but he's not here. Unless he's cooking. He could just be lurking. It's always possible. Shout out to the lurkers. What up, everybody? Lurker Leon, how you doing? Nice to see you. I think I want to give it a little more space in the bottom of the capital D though. So what if I do something like this? Little compound curve. Do I like that more? Not really. So what if that's what we already did? Ooh, we could do like they did back in the day, bring this up here and then add a little bead so it dips in. We can do that, like a vintage connection. I think. That idea kind of works. Not the nicest D shape, but all right. Can we start with the capital D first? I mean, we can go around here and dip down under, but I'm not gonna like that shape on the end. I already know that. So what else can we do to write the D first? Going around that way doesn't help me. No. Well, let's wing it. Do a capital D first and just see what the pen does. Let's create a mess and cross our fingers. It might just work. Give us some ideas. I'm not super optimistic though.
If there was a way to capture this time,
Oh, Okay, let's pretend that where did I go in there? From here. Cut this in here. Ooh, that's messy. There's a potential in there, but I don't think I want to figure it out. Ideally, if we went from the entry of the D around here to there to fit that inside the D, that goes around to make the Y. Yeah, it would work. It's a little too much precision in the execution for me today. What up, Peter? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here, even if it's for a short time. Alright, capital D, or if we do other variation of the capital D, doesn't really help me, I guess. Unless... this will look weird, but let's try it anyways. Guess the benefit of going from this shade into that one is it definitely parallels the angled shade of the D. I majorly crossed two shades there, which I should not have done. But that didn't work out like planned. But I didn't really plan, so... Okay. I feel like we got one more YD in us that's clever. Somewhere. Bat wing that gives us an undercurve. Entry stroke might be too vertical for the deep, but let's find out. Okay, we have that Y. Then we do ooh, bad execution of the capital D. That could work if we just imagine that this went like this. Wider on the bottom and came over here. That would work. Alright, let's do Y-E. Yee! Yee! Or yeah, yeah. Y-E. Initial thought. Like so. Let's do that again. Do that with a compound curve. So with this line, if I do that again, this would have to be lower. So it would come through here. A little lower. That, I think. Or we could take out that extra loop. Do something like that, which is quite nice and simple. Another one where we could, might be unnecessary, but we could add a little connective weight by doing something like this. Something like so. Could work. Oh, what else we got? Y-E. Same issue coming out of the E. It's tough to do the E first. Let's this might not look good, but let's see what happens. Yeah. Don't like this shape. That's not a nice transition into there. Nope. Scratch that. Oh, should have kept that inside. Try that again. Place the E a little bit better. Ooh, something a little more intense than I thought it was going to be. Ugh. What? I'm so nervous of crossing this because that's not a nice connection. So that can't go that big. That makes this exit stroke be a super shallow connection, which is a no-no. I'm always super conscious of those, especially right after I teach my unlocking the oval class. And my eye is immediately drawn to things like that. So we're not gonna cross there. What if we make this quicker than and go there? So it's gonna be a small horizontal. That should work. Station's supposed to be chill. I didn't expect it to have a song like this in it, but I'm not mad at it. Upper loop is so tiny on my E today. I definitely wouldn't call this dubstep. This is just electronic. That's better. Everything is open and spaced out. I like that one. Alright. YF. YF. Oh, we can do something like this. Quite simple. Nice and clean. I'm gonna drop my Y descender shape a little bit lower though. Starting it too soon. Now if we can do that, we could also not cross over the top. We could do something like this. across the whole thing. Like so. It's quite pretty. This compound curve could end a little bit sooner, so it's right where that tick is, a little closer to the stem. Or we could also, same idea as that first one, do something like this. So many possibilities with the F. Wow, who knew? So versatile. Or we could do something like this. The ideas just keep coming for this one. Whoops, bad, ugly stem, but still gets the job done. That. So many possibilities.
And I'm trying so hard, but so far I can't let go.
What if we started the Y like this? Maybe. Oh, I might have. Can't really do what I was planning now. I feel like now that I've done it, I wanted to do this, like a hard stop and go this way, but that's gonna make them very close together unless I make that really wide. Which, yeah, it's no good. I mean, it works, but I don't like it. No good. So, what if instead okay, what was I just gonna do? I lost track. I don't remember what I was gonna do anymore. Shoot. I wanted the Y to be in here. I don't remember how I was gonna start it. Just normal? Try that again, but do the Y first. That'll look better. Now we're gonna do the F so we know where to put that compound curve on the top. Not the best exit oval of the V or of the F, but what we do. Oh yeah, this needs to be here. Shoot. This needs to be up there. Maybe a little too complex. It takes some figuring out. works. There's some decent options in there. All right, let's go to YG. YG. I don't know YG. Oh, I'm going to say that joke too many times today, I imagine. YF is fun. There's a lot of possibilities going into the F. F in general, when F comes second, there's a lot of possibilities. I mean, even when it's first, I guess. I think it's also just because there are so many variations of the F that completely change how the letter's written. Clean my nib real quick. Okay. YG. Initial thought is actually to try doing the G first. Not bad. Better if the bottom oval was a little bit longer, so the shade could get out of the way. Try that again. I mean, that's the idea. The Y is a little squished. Could also do... Look at that. G, I think if I do that G, I should put an accent shade on that first... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I can. I could put an accent shade on that first G oval. Like that. That looks better. Just a little accent to put some weight on that top right corner. What else can we do? Oh, this is another one that could have that little tick and dip. Something in the middle there to give it a little bit of separation. What's my here? That works. Okay. What else we got for YG? Oh, if I do... Wait, if I do the G first... No. If I do... I'm trying to think a way that I can have the Y come down, around, and be the top of the G, but I guess cutting that way is going to mess up that. It's going to go in a really weird way through that shade. So that could work. There probably is a way to make it work. I just can't think of it right now. stylistic Y. Okay, can we plan this out? Or maybe that cut through there and go there. Too big. Okay. If this oval is huge, then the G can fit inside it, in theory. Messy. That's the idea. Ideally, this would be like so, and the G could fit right inside. Poorly executed G on that one, but that idea could work, I suppose. One more. Gotta have one more good idea. I mean, what if... Okay, I've never done the Y doing that stroke first. If I do that, came a little too sharp on the bottom, but... And then if I do the G... You could hit that connection. Let me try that again. Oh, I am on the right baseline. For a sec, I forgot that this was an ascender as I was writing, and I thought my G was way floating above the ascender. It is a very quiet chat tonight. There are people here. I'm just going to assume everybody's writing. Sorry, Peter, I didn't see that message a while ago. I kept looking at the chat, but I didn't see it. You sent what you thought was a brilliant one to my Instagram. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't even think. Well, we haven't even done any with a descended G yet. I'm just looking at you. That works for me. That compound curve through the middle, you gotta be careful, but it can... What I dislike is the top left corner of that one, Marilyn, but I feel like there is potential there. I'm gonna take out the entry stroke of the descended G. We do something like this. What do we do then? I was running out of ink, so I decided to just end it. But that works. But I would take that entry stroke of the G out so you can get them a little bit closer together. And then I'm going to try to bring this up a little higher and maybe cross it through there. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Let's see. Something like so. That works. Gray Shade Society. Yep. Except I railroaded. I should have just done the ending of the Y without a shade, but I was determined. Hello, Panache. Welcome. All right, let's move on. We didn't explore many of the descended G, but I feel like that's a whole other world of possibilities. And I've done a lot of G's already. So let's do YH here. Ooh, now because I use this super compound curved variation of the Y, or that's gonna give me a nice parallel possibility for my exit of my H, I think. Maybe. In my head though, they're not connected yet, which is potentially a problem. I'm visualizing two letters, but they're just standalone, which is not what we're trying to do here today, I guess. This one just... Yeah, those aren't connected, so that doesn't work. They could be connected if this came around and connected both of them, but that's not what we did. All right. There's just a simple YH connection. Just like how we connected to the B. We could also... do an H variation like that, if we wanted.
There's no easy way to say it, babe. It's gonna hurt you no matter what. I've been trying to find a way. Been a couple dozen days.
Ugly execution, but that kind of would work. Tiny little first oval of the H, though. Okay, what else? What else? What if we do the entry to the H first, which is a regular stem H? And continue this around. Something like so. Possibly.
Please don't make this any harder, babe. Don't make it harder than it already has to be.
We could drop the H below the baseline.
Of your eye, we both need a different life. So don't beg me not to leave. No, just let me go, let me go, let me go. It ain't working no more. Let me go, let me go, let me go. Baby, just
Like that could work.
take it from me. You will feel better, you will feel better.
Not bad.
It's hard to believe you will feel better, you will feel better, baby. There's no need for a fight, just repeat after me when I tell you goodbye. Give it 3 weeks, you will feel better, better without me. Better without me. Don't need a doctor just cause you lost me. Don't need to open the wine.
Oh, what if we do the H standalone stem?
All you need is time. No communication.
Oh, ugly stem.
Baby, I ain't picking up.
There you go.
And next time you see
The
me,
H is a
you'll be
standalone
completely
stem,
glad
and
that
do
we broke
Y.
up. Take it from me, you feel better, you feel better. It's hard to believe you feel better, you feel better, baby. There's no need for a fight, just repeat after me when I tell
Like
you
so.
goodbye.
That could work.
Give it 3 weeks, you feel better, better without me.
Yeah, this one makes you wanna move your hips. Do a little, I don't know how to salsa. That type of vibe. Yeah, it is dancey music. I've never listened to this playlist before. I've just been experimenting every week, putting on a new playlist to see what kind of music we vibe to. This one had the word chill in the title, so I figured we'd keep things relaxed. What do we got? Let's do a couple more H's and then we'll move on to I. Nope, that would be ugly. Too vertical there, but I'm just gonna do something like that, which will work. It depends. You get to a point where if you make things weird enough, they break the rules too much. You kind of got to be careful with that. It's like when you break the letter form, you get to the point where if you break the letter form too much, it might just be too artistic for some people and not look like the letter form. And then you can't really argue with people if somebody doesn't like it. So it's a double-edged sword when you start getting too wacky or interesting with forms, which I do quite often. But you have to be... I know that a lot of people don't like some of the variations that I use or that I like because they don't read them, and that's understandable that they don't read them as the letter because I've changed some of the letters quite a bit. I'm just going to move on to I. I got no more ideas for the H. Backward letter. We should definitely be able to do something like this for the I. Something like that could work.
Bend over backwards and over again. I'm jumping through so you don't have to.
That's kind of the only easy way to change direction there.
Making you smile. As long as I can.
I mean, that's the same idea, just with an extra loop. Nothing fancy there.
And it's best if you prepare. But if we get tomorrow, I promise I can try.
Something like that works, is nice and simple. Y is a little sharp on top, but it does match the sharpness of the eye, which is good, I guess.
When you're ready, soften up the blow. Our love was never made to last, and I don't wanna give you back to hold on to.
Ugh. Y is too squished
To hold on
to properly taper at the end.
to hold on to. So many takers,
That works.
keep. I let you hear music. and covered your bruises. So if we get tomorrow, I promise I can try. Give you
Ooh,
love to borrow,
too sharp on that one.
just to get us by.
Ended it a little too abrupt.
Sometime when you're ready, I'll soften up the blow. Our love was never made to last, and I don't wanna give you back.
Same idea as the first ones. For the first ones, I really like it best starting with the eye first. I just want to mess with where I place the Y. If I make that shade outside of the eye super big so the Y can fit inside. Something like that, perhaps. Nope, already did that one. Gotta go bigger. Bigger. Yeah. We literally just did the exact same thing twice in a row. Come on, brain. I've trained myself so much to try to make this, after this shade, to try to go up quickly, specifically for letters like the capital S and things like that, that now, when I need to make that big, my brain doesn't want to. That's an idea. Instead of having the extra loop going straight into the Y, maybe? I think I like it with the loop better, though. Compound curve. Start the horizontal entry of the Y. Oh, having this whole thing go, same thing we did with the, something about having that compound curve go from the bottom right up to the top left. I've never liked doing, I used to do that, or I've done it before, and not a huge fan of it. Because it leaves, I just don't like the little oval that it leaves on the left-hand side, meaning something like this. It's that shape. It totally works as a connection, and both letters are shaped good. Just never a fan of that being on its own over there. It's similar to when we did the YG with the descended G, that one. Just that line going through. I use it a lot when I do like infinity names and stuff like that, because sometimes it's the only option to get across. But something about the line going through feels like it, because it's words, feels like I'm crossing out words, sort of. So going through the whole thing, even though we go through the whole thing with ovals and stuff all the time, but something about that compound curve going up through feels like I'm crossing everything out, and it just, it feels wrong. It's not wrong, and like I said, I have used it before, but I tend to let it be more of a last resort. If I need to make a connection that's challenging, then I'll do something like that. If I can't design away my transitions. Okay. Let's go to J. Why J? Oh, this should be famous last words. Should be decent. I mean, we can make a ascender of the J might get squished. Can I just do two of the same type of form? Oh, I see what's wrong with that. That's not gonna work. But this can come around. Loop once? Ah, no, then I get that weird, ugly shape that I dislike. Okay. Let's try something like this. That, I don't notice that one as much. It's still there. Make the J a little wider. That could work. This one, I feel like it's a lot more natural to do the J first. That is a Y, not a J. In case you were wondering what a Y looked like and not a J, ta-da! There you go. Whoops. J first is what I'm trying to do. If I play my cards right, the compound curve crossing is right there. Wondering. No, I can't get that to go all the way over there. That's too awkward. I can potentially make this a little wider and have the Y fit inside the J. Maybe. Very artistic. Potentially not a good idea. But are we gonna try it? Yes, we are. Put the Y inside the top left of the J. I was about to do a Y again, darn it. Thank you, Rose. Like so. Get two very close shades at the bottom. We could potentially not shade the Y in this instance. So we have the top of the Y shaded and the bottom of the J shaded. Could look quite nice together. Like so. My execution is not quite there. We could also completely change up and finish the Y as the compound curve variation as well. I did something like this. Oh, too close together, darn it. I gotta make that J wider if I'm gonna fit the Y inside it. I'm not a huge Ideally, I want these two matching forms of the Y and of the J. And then I just want this one to be a J. And I want this one to be a Y, but I guess the J would have to be this way more. I want these two matching downstrokes, but easier said than done at speed. Try one more time and then I'm gonna move on. Something like that. Too squishy. But everything's there. That does work. But it's just too... If we imagine this was the same, and from here to here, just had a little more space, I would like it more. Because then that Y could fit in there without feeling squished. Kind of like that. That's the idea. Haha, nice. Right on, Rose. Glad to hear it. Hey, let the Lego collecting begin. What's the next thing you want to get? Is there a set you have your eye on? Yeah, this would definitely work for the G as well. And the YY once we get there. That same idea. Alright, let's do YK. YK. Simple like so. Yep. Wow, that's... Welcome to the world of buying Lego. Lego is expensive. It's crazy expensive. But when you're the top toy in the world, I suppose you're allowed to be expensive. Yeah, there's a ton of Harry Potter Lego. I know I got my my nieces and nephews all Harry Potter. Well, not all of them Harry Potter, but a bunch of them, a few of them got Harry Potter. The Christmas Advent calendars, Lego Harry Potter Advent calendars for the past couple years. And then one has like Hedwig, and they have a bunch of Harry Potter Lego stuff. Because we're philosophical today, Ojaswini. We're asking the deep questions today. We really want to know why. We're digging deep. Alright, YK. I mean, most of the connections for K, we're going to get into them the same way we got into the capital B. So, if we can think of new stuff, I will, but for now, most of these are pretty standard. Oh, I already did that one. Cross that below the baseline to balance out the descender of the Y. Oh no, yeah, I did do that one. And we can also do... something like that is pretty... Oh yeah, we're super philosophical. YRK. Why indeed, Ojaswini. Why indeed. What else we got for K? Just going into a stem. Nothing crazy. I mean, we can technically start with the K. I don't like this large bottom oval, but we could definitely do it. Something like that works. Indeed. She would. Okay. We could do this. Could be another like we did with the capital B. We could bring this up and match it with the descender of the Y. So that looks like a compound curve if we wanted to. Just to trick the eye a little bit. We could do something like this, I think. Same thing we did with the B as well. I think we did that one.
You know the way you make me feel. I don't see what's the deal. You say
Little tick in there if you want a little dash of something in the middle. That could work. Some decent K options. Let's move it right along. Alright, YL. Now, if I did the compound curve variation, compound curve variation of the Y. Right up here. Just for fun, that compound curve variation. Now, where was I gonna go from there? Can't remember what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I was gonna thread the Y. That's messy as all heck, but that idea would work. A bat wing into the L. I don't think we need to do a bat wing. I mean, we can, but I don't think we're gonna need to. I feel like there are lots of options into the L. We can do the same thing we did with this K for sure. Do something like this. Like so.
you know the way you make me feel. I don't see what's the deal.
Could even bring the L closer and thread those two lines of the Y. Might cause a little too much, might be a little hot spot, but possible. We could. Super minimal. We do something like that. We could also actually made those a little too far apart, but that works. We already did that one. That's not new. Think of something new. Oh, it sounds like video game music. It's a boss fight in Mega Man. Shoot. No. Getting too fancy. Usually don't like starting the L on its own because it requires... Well, because this line has to go... When this has a line coming over it, it feels like this loop's all on its own. Which has this loop's all on its own, so it kind of balances out that way. But I'm now thinking I can maybe... If I loop that around once more, I do the L. This song is intense. Makes me want to play video games. Something like that could work. We loop that around once more. Could go a little farther to the right, but it doesn't make this feel like just a lone little loop on the bottom here. Make the top standard on that. Make the entry oval a little bit wider. Something kind of like that could work. Alright, YM. Yum. This bug, there's a fly. It's been flying around my face. My lights attract flies. If my window's open at night. Okay. Let's go YM. Nope, we don't want to have that sharp entry for an M. I need to go into a indirect oval. Which means we have to go like this. Something like that could work. Drop that shade below the baseline. This is very true, Jen. I never told that story on stream. A few weeks ago, I was chilling here. I don't know what I was doing, but I had a hoodie on, and I had my glasses on. I think it was after stream. Can't remember, but I had my glasses on. So things right close to my face were out of focus. And there was just like a little, it seemed like a hair, like a little fuzzball or something like that, hanging down in front of me, just like super out of focus as I was doing stuff at my desk. And then it moved. And at first I thought the movement was just because I was moving and it was swinging like a hair would do, but it moved. And it turns out there was a little spider hanging down from my hoodie right here, right in front of my face. So I took his little web and I moved him away, but it was It was quite funny. It was very unexpected. It made me laugh. It didn't scare me because I saw it was a thing. So I was aware of the thing. I just didn't know that said thing was alive. It's interesting. Cracked me up. I don't remember what I said, but it was something to the effect of, well, you don't belong there. I moved him around. Normally, spiders don't crawl on me. My home is not infested in spiders. It was just, I don't know if wherever my hoodie was hanging out before I put it on, spider got on it. Happens, I guess. Okay, we could also do a very small entry to the M. Like so, same idea, but more condensed. Yeah, I feel like most people would have had a little bit of a freak out if that happened. It was funny. It was there for a while. I just thought it was a little like hairball, little fuzzball-y thing. It was, I don't know why there would be a hair fuzzball-y thing hanging down from my hoodie, but who knows? Okay. Cause see, I could do the same thing with starting with the M and then go into the Y, but I'm just gonna have this standalone oval on this right side, which I'm not gonna be a fan of. So I don't want to do that. Oh, we can use, right, this little loop. Something like that would work. Doing lots of writing today. That's fun. That usually happens, I feel like, when you get new ink. You get excited, you get a new pen, you go through a whole lot of ink. Did you buy a big bottle at least so you have lots to go through? Oh yeah, I mentioned doing my exit oval of the M below the baseline to balance out the Y a little bit. I like this one a lot, actually. More than I thought I would. And I feel like it would look good with just a regular indirect oval entry of the Y as well. It was very simple. Something like that could be nice. I mean, and you'll have it for a very long time. That's like McCaffrey's. Last time I bought McCaffrey's, I think my bottle is a liter. I think I bought a liter of ink last time I got Iron Gall. I always buy as much as I can at once, of anything when I'm shopping. Okay. I can do, I guess, the M below the baseline going into the Y. That could work. Don't like that. Don't like the way that connection goes and this angle through the shape doesn't look good. Okay, but can I loop around once like I did with the eye? Perhaps. Or, actually, what about this? something like that. Oh! No, there's not space here now for the Y. Shoot, I was imagining this could be continuing along, which it could. Totally could. I would want to make this ideally smaller, but this is what I have right now, so I'm going to work with it. I go from here. Something like that. That's very involved. Oh yeah, that's expensive to spend on an experiment. We're gonna do N at the same time as we do M, because as we know from past weeks, they are the same. We could do this same idea, but smaller scale? What if I did this compound curve and came up like that? Is that gonna be too subtle? Only one way to find out. Kinda works. Yeah, don't love it. I've never been I like Tomoe River with fountain pens and whatnot, but I've never been a fan of doing penmanship on Tomoe River. Anything with shades or weight, I always found it's too light. It's great paper, and like I said, if I was doing a journal with fountain pens or things like that, I love it, loved it. But I've never been a fan for pointed pen work with a shade. Oh, what if I did how I normally enter my M into my Y, but just make the second oval really big, so the M can fit inside it. Oh, messed that up. Wait, where are we putting if I do that, it's going there. Wait. Okay. Takes a little bit of planning there. Something like that kind of works. That ovals. Ideally, my transitions are a little bit wonky. Require some work to get them all matching nice. That's too crazy. Not a fan. Alright, one more Y, M/N, and move on. What do we got? Something different. We need a new idea. I don't want to loop from the M to the... I want to start with the M or the N, go into the Y, but I'm not going to like the way it looks. Oh, what if I did this? Will this look crazy? Now, what if I go from that shade and I do a compound curve? Messy. Okay, so that doesn't work. Not mad at that idea of doing that into a horizontal oval, but too messy in that area. Okay. Noted. Okay. Do I have any other ideas for MN, or should I just move on? I feel like I don't, so we're just gonna move on. 2YO. Yo. One of the things that I feel like I don't say very often, but I type it a lot in text messages. I find. Alright, let's do YO. Whoops, got those a little too close together. Can I start with this style of O? Absolutely not like that. Cool. Something like that. Not a huge fan. Something like that can work. Or don't like that spiral. I feel like that needs to come through there and then go out. Basically what we already did, so that doesn't do us any good. Eh. Minimal. Decent. Enough to get a good connection from a Y to an O that I like. Can think of lots of easy ones, but they're ones we've already done. Having trouble thinking of something new. Keep it to a very simple one. Eh. Yo, yo, yo! I feel like, yeah, I don't feel like I say yo very often. But like I said, I definitely type it. I start text messages with yo all the time. Yo! Blah, 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 blah. What if I did something like this? This might work. Alright, we'll see. Horizontal entry oval. Eh. From there to there looks ugly. I don't like that line. Okay. No good. That's a J. Not what I wanted to do. Definitely meant to go into a Y. Something like that, but doesn't work. Make that entry oval bigger. No. Good night, Mom. Sleep well. Alright. Try one more O idea and then I'm gonna move on because it's got me stumped. Ooh, what if I did, this would be very unorthodox, but it might look cool. Yep, I like that. That's cool. Let me try that same thing one more time. A little smoother. Booyah! That's gonna get a happy face today. I like that one. That's a cool idea. Because that shade is there, I don't notice that weird off-angle compound curves going through there. if we were doing S's, we could do, if there was like YSO, you could create some interesting monogram that used like the Sol S that way, starting from the top. That had a thing, maybe shade at the bottom. It wouldn't be a Sol S because it wouldn't be going from bottom to top. But you could do like an S, something. Some kind of creative idea in there, but I like that a lot for the YO. That makes me happy, which means that would definitely also work for JO, GO, any of those descended letters. And I don't think we've done it before, unless we discovered something like that on the O day. I can't remember. Too long ago now. If I did, I'm sorry for repeating. If I didn't, ta-da. Oh, just realized I didn't make tea today. So we need water. No water day. Alright, let's go to YP. Oh, yup. YP. I like that O. That's cool. That YO. Oh, I didn't spin the top. It's spinning now. I didn't spin the top, but right before we started stream, I did flip over the hourglass. There's so many things that I can do things with up there. You guys notice my little kodama? A little kodama on my shelf. They are glow in the dark, but I don't think they get enough light up on the shelf to actually glow when I turn the lights on. Kodama. There are more that stand as well. What is a kodama? Kodama is a tree spirit from Ghibli's anime Mononoke Hime, or Princess Mononoke. They're the little tree spirits from that movie. They are favorite little characters of mine. For example, here's a keychain with a bunch of them on it. Oh, lip. Little Kodama keychain. Spinning top is very loud today. Why are you so loud? Shut up. The bass is noisy today. Anyways, let's do YP for it. We'll say, yup. I don't have naughty things. Especially not in view on camera when I'm doing live public. It's a little tree spirit. Alright. Let's do P. Something like that works for YP. Spinning top is too loud today. What's going on with you? It's like it's off balance. I'm not gonna spin it today because it's too loud. I'm gonna take it apart and see. Maybe when I put after I charged it, the motor might be off balance inside. But it's too loud. It's distracting. Alright, we could also do any of these type of entries. Like so for a simple P. Start a hairline there. I think because it's a descended Y though, we might be better off doing something like this. Using that P variation instead. look a little better.
Just stay, you're like a song stuck on replay.
Or another variation of the same idea. Yup. Or what else can we do? If we do the entire thing in one stroke. Like so. Can I do that better? Yes, I can. Can I do that better right now? Not sure. We'll find out. It's fly. Sure, it's the same one. It's driving me crazy. Something like that? Eh, don't like that. Hanging off on its own on the left-hand side. What if we yeah, that's man. That has to be there if we do that connection. So, not a fan of that one. Exactly. Just swingy. Ooh, maybe this P. Okay, what if we do that P? So basically a different way of writing that same idea. Like so. Same basic idea, but a different way of writing it. We can also make it super minimal if we wanted to. Whoops, messed up that shade. Came up a little too quick before releasing my pressure. Very minimal there. Works. Let me try that first one with a different entry. Oh, actually. Whoa. That first one we did, I'm gonna make it look, I might be able to do it, not infinity, but the second stroke might be able to look like it's all in one. Maybe. Shade. We do our stem of the Y. Oh, I'm gonna get too close to that other one. Give myself some more space. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. This was supposed to go around here to do the P. Then loop around to do the Y. I just did it. I went for an infinity Y by accident. Let's try again. Something like that. This needs to be wider. So there's more space in here, but that's the idea. Squished, but that's the idea. We won't worry about perfect execution today. It works. Let's go to YQ. First and foremost, I'm gonna do that O that I liked a lot. I might just do this one and move right along because I didn't really like any of the other YOs we were doing. Okay, so we do this. Have a Q like so, maybe. Maybe. Maybe we just finish the Y. Let's try to finish that a different way. So we don't have quite so much stuff going on in here. We could also not cross the Q that way. Ooh, if that goes, is that enough to make that O look like a Q? Not sure. Let's try that again. Might not be enough to make the O look like a Q, but it might be. It might just be. O. Still looks like a YO. So maybe not. Obviously, my go-to idea, which most people don't like, would be the Y and then the GQ. Something like this. Something like that. Oh, first snap of the night. Q. We can also go into the Y, the 2Q. Somehow. Yeah, we can go into the 2Q like so. Like that. Works. Oh, whoops. Be nice if that line was parallel. I cut that right corner or top left corner a little too much. That's okay. What are the Q's? I don't want to bother doing any of the other YO variations we did because I don't like them. first one we did, but just a simpler version of it. If we shade that, then it definitely can get the idea of a Q. So that works. Right, YR. Yer. Oh, YR. Almost like AR. The alphabet or the pirate connection. YR is almost another pirate connection. Yer. Yer. Okay, YR. Standard stem, easy to get into. Below the baseline, balance out that weight. That works nicely. Quite clean. We can do the same idea we did with that P earlier. We can do something like this. So same entry as the last one, but we can go into a different variation of the R to get below the baseline a little bit more if we wanted. Year or your. If this was Harry Potter, this would be Hagrid's favorite connection because you're a wizard, Harry, is what he would say. Okay. I mean, technically, we can do that first one as well. I think if we did something like this. I don't usually do my R's this way, but it would work. Whoops. Not big enough on that little stroke. And too close together. Darn it. Try that again. The failings. So focused on getting that one right, and I got it exactly where I wanted it, but then I didn't go far enough to the right. Darn. Boy. I'm gonna try that one more time. It's cursed. I can't do it. I mean, I can. It's just not working. Alright, here we go. No more messing around. Oh, I was supposed to do the line of the R first. Too late. We'll say that's good enough. Call that good. YR. You're... Is that enough YRs? Nice, we only did a couple, but they were nice ones. Nice ideas. Anything else that comes to mind? What if we had... Two matching compound curve stems.
Kinda wish that I had never asked. 'Cause now I've got a concrete image of her. Now I'm caught up in your broken past. I don't wanna hear about her mother, or why she never
Yeah.
felt she had a home.
Ratios are all off, but there's potential for that there.
You didn't say she had a brother, but died of friends, the ones she used to know. If I'm honest, I don't know why you keep on beating this dead horse. Can't you see that I'm jealous? If she made such an impression, go get her, 'cause baby, it's her or me. I know in between.
Yeah. It's too far apart, but I don't know if I like those.
Know in between.
Y is a fun one. Y opens a lot of doors of flourish possibilities. You can get pretty fun with Y most of the time, I think. What else can we do?
'Cause even though I wish you never loved her, I can't erase the past you had.
We can do the R first, but going into the Y this way, I don't think I'm gonna like it, but we'll try it just for the sake of trying it.
Tell me, I'm not crazy. At least I'm pretty sure. 'Cause if everything broke down, would you run to her? I don't know why you keep on beating this dead horse. Can't you see that I'm jealous?
I just have issues with this oval on that side. I know we always have entry ovals on the left side and they don't bug me, but I guess I'm just used to them. But this oval with this line going around catches my eye every time and I'm not a fan of it. Nothing really wrong with it, but personal preference, it bugs me. Even though I wish it didn't, because it would make a lot of connections really easy, but not a fan. What about... Well, we could do something like this, I suppose. That ugly stop, I should have just stopped right there. Called it quits. Not done that little bottom bit, but that works. Requires some careful placement of that hairline drop to go into our indirect horizontal oval, but it works. Alright, YS. Yes. YS. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not an S. That's a G, Mike. That is a G. Can't let the hand go completely on autopilot, I guess. That works. I wish I need something up here though. The G, I can put an accent shade on that one, but an accent shade, it can't be... I can do an accent shade up there, but it's tough and it's two shades in the same compound curve. It can look good, but it's tricky. Much easier to do slow than fast. What about... So I need a way to do... gosh. My hand just wants to do a G. Give me 2 seconds here. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Had to blow my nose. Very distracting. Okay. Stop making a G and make an S. Large entry oval. Ugh. Yuck, yuck, yuck. That idea works. That execution does not work. True. Very true, oh just Winnie. Loop that twice, that works. To get something on the top there. We can definitely just start the S first and go into the Y. Work. Something like that works. My thought there was to make the entry oval big enough that that wouldn't be an awkward connection or an awkward cross, but it is. So maybe it'd be better if that was through here. Oh, I think that would be better. Like what we did on the last attempt. That works. Hair in that accent shade was not intentional up there. Gotta clean my nib. That works. Nice and clean. In a perfect world, this hairline would go a little bit more to the right before compound curving up, so it would all hit in that center point. That's what happens when you write a lot. Start going through a lot of paper. That's why that's why I write my practice very dense and then use the same pages again. So nothing is wasted. Otherwise I would go through a ridiculous amount of paper. Alright, I actually quite like that last one. That was good. Anything else? Oh, this would actually be a decent time to use this variation of the S if we wanted. I think anyways. Not everybody recognizes that as an S, but if they do, that variation would work. Pretty decent. Ow, my ear hurts tonight. Alright, let's move on to YT. YouTube. Pretty chill one right there. What did I do to my ear? Nothing, it's just my headphones. Having the headphone clipped to the one ear, sometimes they just don't like having headphones on for multiple hours. Alright, what about... Slowed down so that execution didn't come out very nice, and these shades are starting way too high. But conceptually, those ideas work. Let's go into a T with a regular stem. Across the whole thing. Maybe we come from over here. Like so. That's too long. Probably should have started with one of those. But either or work. This though, too long. And if it keeps going, it's gonna mess with that, so it kind of has to stop there. Yeah, that'll be the smaller looped variation. Works. I wonder, can we get away with using technically, we have a Y and we have a T sharing a stem, similar to how Berensmeyer, the P and the B in H.P. Berensmeyer shares the same stem. We technically could get away with that being our YT, but it's a stretch. It would not be normally read as YT, but it works as YT. We already did that one. The T doesn't open as many options as the F does, with that crossing in it. T is a little more simple, so we can't have too many crazy lines going through it or it'll look like an F. Cross two shades. We did that with the F as well. Okay, let's do that again, but not cross the two shades. So maybe the Y descender just won't be shaded. That works. I don't love it, but it works. Any other tea ideas that come to my mind? Not really. So let's move on to you. Why you? Alright. New shade family, so they both will match. Let's just go for it. See what happens. Oh. I defaulted into that stem, but that won't work. This has to keep going. To there. That's what we need to do. Yeah, the tail of the Y can go inside the bowl of tea. That is very true. A possibility. Whoa. Movement is feeling very restricted today. I'm cutting off every top left oval for some reason. You? Why you? Why me? Why V? Why you? It's one of those. I didn't say it when we got to why I, but that could have been why I oughta. Now it's why you oughta, which isn't a saying, so that doesn't work. YouTube, check this one out. New monogram for you. Pick one. Okay, why you? Let me do that last one again, but free up my movement a little bit. My arm is feeling restrictive right now. Not the prettiest execution, but it works. Add to cart. Now if I start the U, with an idea like this. No, because I don't like, yeah, that doesn't look good. It doesn't balance nice. Nope. Nope. Too messy. That's too much going on. Very similar to the one we did up there, just with an added shade on the descender. We could do a squishy shade on the U, a shorter one. Shoot. And forgot what I was trying to do for a second. Make the U a little taller than we normally would. Get a little balance in there. That works. Decent connection. Now we can use that little off-angled oval. Like so, to have two matching forms.
I'm giving it all I've got, but I need your help. I don't
Oh, itchy ear. Okay, or let's try one more and we'll move on.
time I'm perfect, spot, but I know myself. I pushed it
Yeah, same idea, but we'll just add a little shade and have it be a little higher.
every little piece of me feels stuck. I'm trying any little thing to make this budge. Why do brittle beings and dirt lock?
Some a little farther apart. I think I prefer the first of those two. I think. Now, V is gonna be the same, except we can start with V. So a lot of these connections that worked, we can use for V. Just like we did U. Like so. We can do X or things like that. Technically, this could be the infinity connection if we wanted it to be. We wanted to fight for that to make that connection. But I feel like one of the benefits of the V over the U in this case is we can start with the V easier than we can the U. Do something like that. My Y's a little squished there, but the idea is still sound. Or what else? What else?
So full of this self-doubt for another day. I don't wanna do without it. I'm burned.
If we did the entire thing.
I just can't say it.
Well, that's what I was just creating in my head was exactly what I said here was a possibility. I was gonna start here and do this and then go around in there, but I don't have to execute that because I already talked about that. That's funny, I didn't realize. Okay. Or should I try to execute it? Maybe I'll try to execute it. Just for fun. Probably gonna be messy, but we'll give it a shot. So we start with the descender of the Y. Like so. Yeah, messy. It is late. We can do that squishy version that we did with the U as well. Would look pretty good with the Y, I think. Oh, my paper moved. An issue. issue when you write too close to the bottom of the page and can't hold it still. A mini V after the Y can work, but it definitely looks like a mini V. It doesn't look like a full-size capital.
Same mind, where you going back tonight? I saw a fire in your bloodshot eyes. Same mind, where you going back tonight? I saw a fire in your bloodshot eyes.
That's interesting. It's unusual, but it works. Same idea could have one angled loop in the middle, maybe? Maybe. Sleepy Rainy Tuesday. Oh, what was I doing? I did the wrong thing. Do that. Okay. Let's get a new sheet and give that a shot. Okay. Right. Angled oval into the V. Ugly, but that might look better with this, with the compound curve stem ending of the Y, maybe. It's another one that could technically come around and start that whole thing, but we're not going to do that again. It works. Let's move to W. Now first off, a short stem on the W, I think looks really cool sometimes. So we could do something like this. That tiny little stem on the W, but then the rest is tall. It's cool. Or can look cool. I like it. If we wanted that to be big, we can take this all the way around the Y, like we have for other letters today. Like so. UW for not YouTube, but UWoob. UWoob. Okay, what else we got? UWoob. I must be getting tired. I mean, this is just begging to be an infinity. You can see those are they're on the exact same path. But I don't want that line crossing through there. Could do it, but I don't want to. Into the stem. Another one where we could use that little Something like so. Or same idea. We could have a little... Oh, we could actually add a little shade instead of a loop there. We could do this. Have that go into the W. Interesting. Don't like that this looks like it's doing a compound curve out of there. I would rather it... What if it came on the... started from the other side of that little shade? From this side of the shade? Maybe that's too messy what's down there. I feel like I don't have a lot of clever ideas to get into the W shade. Could do that, so it just crosses, same idea as before, but it crosses the Y, so it gets it a little closer together. I like that. I like that. That's cool. I think that's my favorite of them so far. I like writing the letter W. It's a fun letter. I don't want to start with the W first. It's gonna almost force me to have that compound curve. So maybe that's it. Is that out of ideas? Yeah. X. Y, X. So, very similar to the W, just changing the shade. You don't think so? It's not much different than the W, actually, technically. If you use this variation, like we can use the favorite one from that last one that I used into the X. Whoops, missed my crossing. Like so. The connection is going to be the same though. If we do the loopy HX, it's going to be the same as this one, just dropping the shade at the bottom. They're all going to be the same connection as the W so far, pretty much. Because the variation of the X changes, but the connection, yeah, won't. I don't believe. Do it like that. It's the exact same connection as we did up there. So, can we think of something different is the question. I don't know if we can. Other than, we can do this, I think. Gotta make my entry be a little more horizontal here. Oh, shoot. That's not what I wanted to... I mean, it worked. That's not what I wanted to do, though. Let's see if I can do what I wanted to do. A little more horizontal on the entry. And then this one... there, and bring this around like so. That works. Bringing the entry of the Y to create the X. Could also have done that for the W, which we didn't do, but I think we did it for the M and stuff earlier, which is similar. No, yeah, for the M. Every other X is very similar to the W.
Despite how life has been, under the light we shine golden. No matter who it is, sometimes we all cave in. No matter who it is, sometimes we all cave in.
A little too much on that one. But if it was spaced out, it would work. This wasn't supposed to loop. Again, it was supposed to go right from here into that exit, then all of that wouldn't have got in the way. That was the plan. But things don't always go to plan when you're winging it.
It's okay to feel alone. Life changes, how would we know? The changes that we should go. Don't leave, I hate to see go.
So, it works by X. It is a lot. Very true. Now, why? Why? The question's so good, you gotta ask it twice. Why? Well, the question's so nice, you gotta ask it twice. I guess that's what I should say. We'll start with the second why first. Maybe? Work our way backwards. It's decent. Not the greatest, because we got this busy spot down there. But it works. Why? We can do the first Y first as well, I suppose. Wish I didn't do that compound curve at the end, but that's okay. Pretend that it was that way. It's a good connection to the MJ song. What else we got? What's clever? Well, we could also do that same idea, but we could do different Ys. Why? Why not? It's something. Or same idea we did with the X on that last one. We could start horizontally. I see, my light's turned on. Oh wait, I just did the exact same thing as I did before. I literally just did the same thing. The lights distracted me. We are not going to blacklight. I know the black light is on, but I'm turning it off. I'm not going to blacklight today, because I only got 2 people in the chat actually chatting, and the whole point of the blacklight was if the chat's engaged and it keeps things exciting, then we go to blacklight. Today, the chat isn't going on crazy exciting. Hardly anybody's chatting today. I'm just going because it's taken me a long time to get through this. No blacklight today. We gotta earn blacklight. Sorry. I'm gonna finish this. I didn't mean to. That's what I wanted to do. Oh, long time no see. Chocolate UK mic. There's so many mics. Well, this is the one that should go into that. Yeah. One more time that connection, then we're going to move on to Z. I'm surprised you're still awake, Marilyn. Normally you're asleep by now. It's a late night for you.
I feel so bright, I feel so gifted, I feel so high, I feel so lifted. By my side is where you're
That's kind of what I was going for a little bit. Not perfect, because we're very tight in that spot, but that's the idea. Let's go to Z, which is going to be quite similar to, well, X and W, and very much similar to the Q that we were doing, to the 2Q.
When I see you, my heart goes.
Ooh, got those too close together. Oh, Lurker James coming in at the end of the evening? A calligraphy router pen. I know you're usually practicing ski, don't worry. You're usually writing, that's good. Lurker James is like Beetlejuice. You say his name enough times and he'll show up. What were you cooking tonight, James? Oh, I feel like the one that we did, I'm gonna like this one a lot, I imagine. It's a fun connection. You can't get into your Discord. Well, that's no good. I was just gonna say, explain to us what a router, what you're creating. Sorry, I can't remember what you called it. A router pen. Send us a photo or a video on the Discord. Curious. Safflower herb. I don't know what a safflower herb is. Sorry. Oh, that little loop doesn't work there because there's a little loop there. I gotta make that one either a lot lower. Yeah. Gotta keep that loop below the baseline. Well, yeah, now the chat. I called chat out and then everybody got active. That's not gonna be a Y. Can we do a Z first and then into a Y? That's what I get. I mean, if that's the punishment, I'll take it. I like when the chat is active. I miss some things, but that's okay. And it don't feel bad. I'm not giving people a hard time. If you're in here and you don't feel like chatting, or you don't want to chat, or you're busy, or you're doing something else, that's fine. You don't have to chat. That was just kind of the point of the blacklight thing, is if we're playing and messing around and it just gets to midnight and I don't realize it, then we go into blacklight hour. That kind of went out the window a little bit with this series because I'm sort of less playing and engaging with the chat and more just getting into these connections, and I'm kind of in my brain a lot. So it requires a lot more thinking in my brain, so it's a little more tiring for me. Let's do a Z first. If I made this longer, so that was a little more spaced out, so that wasn't tight in there, that would look a little better. Like that? I don't love that either. Thanks, Olivia. That reminds me of Kahlo. When I taught in Hong Kong, she recorded the class and she would play the audio. It was when I did, I think it was when I did rhythm, the art of movement writing, I think, but I can't remember. But she recorded the audio, and then she would just play my voice as a soundtrack for her practice, listening to me talk through a practice session, which is kind of funny. I've been asked to do that before, to record a practice session that people can just play as audio, but I've never done it. I'd rather be live and whatnot, but maybe I'll do that one day. I don't know what else to do here. I'm not a fan of that connection of the Z, because they feel really far apart when I do it that way. What else can I do? Anything creative? The looping out of this Y, it's tough because the Z, if I want that to be there, it gets close to, this gets close to that, which is dangerous. But I want them to be really close together. And how do I do that without this loop here? Unless I make this loop much bigger, and then the Z cuts through it, is a possibility. Will it work? Let's find out. That does solve the issue, so long as I put the Z in the right spot. MrMGWard. If ASMR was still a thing, still trendy, I wouldn't start an ASMR channel. But if I was social media wise and wanted to get an ASMR channel going, that would definitely be the name. MrMGWard. And it would be me chillily talking through penmanship practice and lots of really loud nib scrapes and things like that. No. Whoa. I feel like my brain has stopped working. That kind of works. Y and Z just don't really look that good together. Oh no! I don't think I practiced Japanese today. Crud, I think I lost my streak again. Whoops. Oh well. Oh, I got excuse me, distracted. I usually practice in the morning before I get out of bed. Totally forgot today. Why did I forget? Yeah, this one doesn't. It does work, I guess, if I make that one really small. Thank you very much. Nib scratches on paper is good. I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think I really have... Do you guys hear nib scratches on my lives? You don't, right? I feel like my noise canceling filters take them out. Unfortunately, I tried to have them in there, but it makes the audio sound no good. Yeah. I should try to get those back somehow. Maybe one of these days. Okay, let's do one wackadoo attempt, and then we'll finish this. There. A crazy YZ to finish off this connection day. Or we... Sorry. I'm not pulling my weight in the quests. I had my quest buddy for last week. I think I did 10 exercises and he did like 40 or something. I can't remember. That wasn't the exact numbers, but it was very much not balanced. He did most of the work. I mean, those ones are just, you just kind of go for it and see what happens. You don't really worry about all your connections and whatnot. You just throw some spirals and see what happens. And usually it turns out cool. All right. I am gonna call it a night, everybody. Good night, Skeet. No Blacklight Live tonight. I'm sorry. Not exactly, because we could technically go into Blacklight now, but I'm tired and my brain is a little frazzled. It's been a couple weeks. It's been a lot going on this side. But next week, our 103rd Late Night Live, we will be finishing this challenge. So my goal is to get done all of the connections before midnight, or aim to end at midnight, and then to go in and do a nice fun Blacklight Live tomorrow, because we haven't done one in a while, except for our 100th stream that was all Blacklight. But we will definitely aim for a Blacklight Live next week, so we'll try to get some people in here playing and having fun, and then we're back into the realm of who knows what we're gonna do for the Late Night Lives. We'll play. Oh, you sent me a link to a video. Perfect. Sweet. I will share the video that Mike sent me on Discord. And then good luck getting back on your Discord account, Mike. I hope you can get that figured out. Again, good night, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. I do hope that you are falling in love with this process. And don't forget that life should be just a bit of silliness, really. So long, everybody. See you next week. And stream.